Selecting stitches and settings are super easy. You'll notice you have your selection buttons off here to the side. Each one will move the light over one stitch. If you want to jump down to another row, just touch the arrow of the row you want to go to, and it'll put it at the first stitch. Touch it again to move across, and then if you just keep going down, you can get to any row with just a quick touch of your button. Back to a straight stitch, touch the top arrow, and you're ready to stitch. Now notice your settings for stitch length and width will be set up for you. As you want to adjust them, that's what this will do. Once you have adjusted it, the light will turn on, indicating that you are now working with the screen changes, and it'll show you what your stitch length actually is. For example, you can take the stitch length all the way up to 4.5 and even adjust it down as you sew. Now if you get down to close to 0, well, your stitches are very short and close together. To clear out the stitch, the easiest thing to do is just jump down a row and jump back, and your settings will be returned to the default setting. Or you can just touch the next button and then bring it back. But I always jump down one row and back up. It's the simplest way. If you want to zigzag, let's start off with stitch number 2, and it will just start with a nice medium stitch width. As we make the width wider, use the plus button, and it will bring you all the way up to a full 7.0 millimeter zigzag. If you want the needle to stop in the down position, push the button one time, and now every time that we stop, the needle will stop down in the fabric. So that's a great tip. I use that quite a bit. And then when I'm done, I just push the button and it comes back up. You're going to notice that I don't use the hand wheel on this machine very often because I'm going to just use this button and have it exactly where the stitch is complete because the needle's at the highest position, and so is the take-up lever. So a zigzag, we can make that all the way down. We can narrow it down, and we can make and reduce the stitch length. So it's all done with just the touch of a button. Once again, if I want to clear it out, jump down a row and then come back to stitch number 2, and you're back to normal. So a normal zigzag looks like this. So it's definitely just a nice, easy to use, small zigzag all the way wide, but you can make it narrower, short, long, whatever suits what you're looking for. As you go to the different stitches, we will go through these. You got a couple buttonholes, you have a hand look quilt stitch, a blanket stitch, a satin stitch, so we'll do satin stitch applique, and then some great decorative stitches, kind of everybody's favorites they put in here. Even though you only have 20 stitches, you have the ones that matter the most. Up here you have a speed control, so we can slow the machine down to a really creepy crawly speed, and then faster and faster. And then here we have a reverse button. This will take you back and forth as you sew. You can touch it while you are sewing. It will return and lock your stitches in. The fix button is actually a locking stitch on demand. So anytime you touch it, it will go ahead and do stitches up and down. As when you want to stop a stitch, you can have it, instead of going backwards and having stitches that are not even, you can just have it lock it right at the end. That's great for the decorative stitches. Then you don't get a funky last couple stitches. Right down here is your start-stop button. What that is it's going to start the machine without you stepping on the foot control. I would advise slowing your speed down until you get started, because once you push it, it's going to take off. And also, you'll need to push it to stop. If you want to stop with the needle down, you can, and then just go ahead and raise the speed as you feel comfortable, because it'll really go fast, and then you really feel like you have to be right on that stop button immediately. So just find what works, but that speed control is really nice if you've got small children that are sewing with you. You can just slide that down and they can learn how to guide the fabric very easily. So selecting stitches, selecting length, and selecting width are super easy. Oh, one last thing, back to a straight stitch. If you are wanting to adjust the needle position, so I'll bring your needle up so you can see it, the width actually will move your needle position. So with the straight stitch, there is no width, but you can move your needle multiple positions from the far right all the way to the far left. Just go until it double beeps, and then that way you know you've gone as far as you can. To reset, you can turn the machine off and on, or just push the button below and back up, and you'll be back to a center needle position with a nice even stitch length.